okay? Is it okay now? I think it's okay now. It's good. Ever happened before it took a little break, and that's the first thing that happened since the break. Even though I had plenty of other problems along the way. It's just another one for the list. Oh, those things are looking not kind of ungood. Or, like, bit rate looking bad. Sort of just getting really into it. Had momentum going and that happens. I'm just gonna continue with this. See if things improve or if they stay bad. Just gonna be unfortunate. I have to do, but I wasn't planning on this one to be super long anyways. I think a half an hour is what I wanted to do anyways, so give it maybe another 10 minutes. And see how stream wants to work from there. That's definitely a new issue for me. And all I'm doing right now is just trying to make a little art. Think I like it. Do kind of like it on sport, nice and bright like that. Hopefully it's barely noticeable when it just goes like around 30. Kind of like at 60. 5. I can always put it back up if I want to. I think I'm gonna leave it at 65 for now. It's a good number. Go ahead and leave this at. And anything small I can start. How much can I zoom on? I really won't be able to pick the color up on like the gold part that well. Those are pretty small. Maybe those. Maybe just the sleeves. We got a couple colors. Be fun to mess around with a couple of them. Don't even have to worry about the skirt. I think it's either bows or sleeves. And do next. go with the sleeves. I'm gonna go ahead, just do all the same layer, color on one layer, all the rendering on another. Not all the rendering, maybe I'll add a couple little steps after. So this is fun trying to put the white on the transparent. It looks like I got it right, so it's not too much of a problem. If it goes into other parts, I can always fix it when I color more. So focus on making it so the sleeves feel nice and easy. It's actually like 3 different colors, yeah. Got like really bright part on that sleeve, part of a sleeve, and then a light pink. And then of course, color I'm doing right now, which is the white parts. I think I'm just gonna fill all this in simply by just drawing it all in. Don't have to worry about using the fill tool on the really small parts. And go ahead. That color, let me try and zoom in more. Go with that. So does this get more pixelated at that point? Just fill it in this way. It's a simple enough shape. And that little spot right there. Oh, nice little pink, nice light pink color part of the sleeves done. That is the simple coloring of the sleeves part done. The thing I need to take into consideration is that the weight doesn't multiply our colors, so what if I use the pink for both the pink itself and also the white? Something. This color look on the white, the other pink. It will complicate things a little bit. I'm gonna go with the light pink for both the actual paint part if I do this right though. Yeah. Head. This part. Like that maybe. Maybe I'll only do a couple layers this time. Technically, this is already at 65, so I'm now doing it at the same layer. This really won't be able to make it any lighter. Stick what I'm going with. Should I do this part at the right time? A couple of layers. Looks like stream quality is doing better than it was before. Stick around a little longer. Think do the bows next, and I was thinking about doing those instead of the sleeves earlier. Then I can finish off of those. So got the hair, the sleeves, and the bows done. just a few spots of coloring, but I think I'm gonna have to replace that part. This part down here as well. Miss spots. I'm just gonna forget about them. I already got too much. Gotta remember, it's just a doodle. Bit too big. Try and fill it in. Head and erase some parts. What I had going on with the hair that overlapped now that I'm coloring these parts. And do this one first. Much smaller to do. Just a couple layers for this one. Now this one's coming off pretty strong color too. Maybe I can get away with just doing one. That is like really strong color. Do you think just the one layer is good for the bows? Make sure to not include any of the hair. I already did. Oh, those little corners. Really only have to blend this part of the bow. Good for now. definitely made some good progress on this. I forgot to shade that part. Good thing I noticed before I actually finished streaming. Gonna head and do that part. Yeah, my cat waited a while before interrupting. Kinda forgot he even does that. Just been so. And he's gonna try and crawl on the tablet. Okay, maybe I should have quit streaming and decided not to fix this part. Now he's getting all up in my business. Needs to let me finish this. Almost done. Oh, he's trying to crawl. No, stop putting your paws on the tablet. No. Get your paws out of my face. You always have the worst timing, even when when I'm almost done. It's still the worst timing. Alright. Those parts done. And cause now cat is being a pain now, I'm gonna end it here now. So I can put the tablet away so he doesn't keep on crawling all over it. And he's eating my hair now. Alright. Open up OBS. Stop the stream here.